2 years ago we came up here and they beat us by, I think I said this week, 806 or whatever it was. But we made some mistakes, we did some dumb things, but we also made some very good basketball plays, getting the ball in the middle and trying to go high-low, getting the ball in the middle and pitching it back out. To win that game and to score 84 points with Marcus only getting 3 was, if you'd told me that before the game, I'd say we had no chance of winning. But he realized he wasn't shooting the ball in the hole. He had 8 assists and was our best defensive player out there. Isaiah was big time for us. There's no question about that. 5 for 5 from the floor and 11 for 13 from the foul line. And then I thought one other big key for us was the second half was our rebounding. At halftime they had 11 points on second shots, and we had 6, and then in the game for us to have 15 and them to have 13. So we held them to 1 basket after a second chance opportunity in the second half. But last 6 or 7 minutes, other than Bryce's turnover, I don't think we turned it over any in the last 6 or 7 minutes, and got great shots and shoot 65% in the second half against a very good zone. It's tough for a lot of people to handle, including us at times.
Bryce had 8 assists. Kind of what was the key with the high-low that worked so well?
Well, the other night when Clemson played them, watched that game, they were effective getting the ball inside. And so we did try to focus getting it inside, and we always try to keep one guy below the defense against the zone. We were able to get some good passes by Bryce. There's no question about that. But you know, Trevor, I think just shots that he made some really tough shots. And but you got to congratulate him. We went to the trap one possession, and they got a second chance. Offensive rebounder, I guess we deflected it out. I think that's what it was 2 times, and he makes a 3 right over Marcus. But they're hard to guard because Vinajay and Cooney just attack you so much. It was a good day for us because some of their other guys didn't make as many shots as they normally make. But well, Roberson was really good, 5 for 5 himself.
Syracuse went up 6, and Isaiah responded with that key 3-point play, the dunk and the foul. How significant and important was that in terms of swinging the momentum back?
Well, I think every play is important, but what you don't want to do is you don't want to get behind 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 possessions. As long as we're within a couple of possessions, I'm comfortable. But I don't really look at the clock that much. That may have been the one they were talking about in the locker room where it was 56-50. Was that the one? Yeah, that was a good play for us. And then we got a stop on the other end and came down and scored again.
Can you talk about the atmosphere of Boeheim coming back and what his return you think means to Syracuse and what you said to him before the game?
Well, I was glad to see him back. There's no question. I think he gave the crowd a huge emotional lift, and his team as well. But we were lucky the ball went in for us. But no, when I saw that his first game back was going to be University of North Carolina, I wasn't the happiest guy in the world. There's no question about that. But he's a great coach, a great person. He's been great for not just for Syracuse basketball. He's been great for the entire world of college basketball for a long time.
What did you say to him before the game?
I just said I'm glad to see him back. A couple other things that I'll keep private.
Going back to the 56-50 mark, you guys outscored them 34, I guess 17 the rest of the way. You pulled away down in Tallahassee. You did this against K-State, Kansas City, against Maryland. This year's team seems to have the ability to kind of take it up another notch and close teams out.
Well, I think our depth helps us too because we can play fresh people. You know, and I don't know how many guys they played. 6 guys over 20 minutes, and we played what, 9 or 10. So I think the depth over the course of the game, we always think that might help us down the stretch. But you know, late I decided to go with just Bryce and Isaiah, and we have not played them over long stretches together. We've played them together like we have all of our big guys. But I like the lineup that we had in there, and I was worried about Justin. Justin this morning had a temperature of 101.3, and didn't go to pregame meal, didn't go to shoot around. And not that you should watch me, but I walked out on the court before the game started during warm-ups to ask him if he felt like going. His temperature was back down to 98.5. He'd been able to keep his food down, and he felt like he could do it. And he was nice for us too, but I think the depth is part of that.
With Isaiah, what's been the key in terms of his evolution of being more aggressive and finishing plays at the basket?
Well, if you're that big and you can jump that high, you shouldn't do anything but dunk it when you're that close. But 5 for 5, I think he made 1. Yeah, that was, he got an opportunity to get a 3-point play, but the other 4 were dunks. And he's probably our most creative dunker, but the strongest dunker too, he and Bryce.
You're 4-0 in the ACC for the first time. What's that mean to you? Just not
that we're 4-0 this year with this year's team. Yeah. You know, that's what it means. All that other stuff is nice, and it gives Kirsch something to do, make his living like that, bring up those kind of things. But the players noticed it. They said something about it in the locker room, and I didn't realize it. first time that any of our teams have been 4-0, so it was good. I like it.